As we continue with our Vets Rock theme today in honor of Veterans Day, our next guests know a thing or two about mindfulness and happiness.
Yeah, they've been on the show before and have a wonderful message. Dr. Emma Seppala is the author of The Happiness Track and the director of the Emotional Intelligence Project at Yale, and also a military spouse herself. Also, we have Kathy Lehman, who has been a registered nurse for 40 years at the Veterans Hospital here in Connecticut, and veteran of the U.S. Air Force Nurses Corp. So,
yes, welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for being here.
It's our
pleasure. I think it's important to describe to our viewers or explain what PTSD is.
Yeah, so PTSD is a very normal reaction to being in a life and death situation, which many veterans end up being.
Right.
It involves heightened anxiety, flashbacks, and it can be very debilitating, but it can also be more subtle and just manifest in insomnia and problems with anger, etc.
And typically you treat this with medication, but you found a different way to go about this.
Absolutely. So we know that some veterans respond well to medication and therapeutic treatment, but we also know that many fall through the crack and don't respond. So we looked at a breathing-based intervention based in the yoga tradition, and we found some fantastic results. After a week of this breathing called sky breathing, we found that their anxiety was normalized and the benefits were maintained 1 month and 1 year later, suggesting long-term improvement.
Wow.
Kathy, can you walk us through what somebody might do to achieve this through the process of this breathing?
Well, trauma is universal, so I have had the experience personally as well as professionally, and I think that it's important to understand that sky breathing or any of these techniques that we practice supplement and build on conventional techniques that don't always work for everyone. So the symptoms that veterans incur are anxiety, anger, depression, insomnia, substance abuse, and of course suicide. Suicide is a very public and very great risk, but this is where breathing helps to anchor them and really helps to make a difference. So I'm actually working in Massachusetts VA, but I came and took the course here with Project Welcome Home Troops. Here in Connecticut, we're trying to bring that back to Massachusetts, working with a military base there. Makes all the difference in the world. It's transformative, and it's really urgent that if you know a veteran, that you reach out to them. Every life is valued, and every suicide potential has to be prevented.
Are they reluctant at first? I mean, you're telling these soldiers that yoga, breathing, right. Do you get any sort of backlash there?
Well, in many ways, breathing is incorporated into their training when they're aiming their rifle, when they're learning how to deal with stress. The other thing with breathing is you don't rely on a therapist or medication. You're very self-reliant, and that's something that veterans are used to. They're used to taking responsibility for themselves, so it's actually very empowering.
It's a secret weapon.
I guess so.
Yeah, I would say that. So, I mean, you guys are doing great work here. Make sure you guys grab the book right here. It is called The Happiness Track. We want to thank both of you for coming back on CT Style and for coming down from Massachusetts.
Thank you.
And we greatly appreciate it.
We'll see you up at Vets Rock.
Absolutely. And the audience can look up Project Welcome Home Troops if they want to find out about workshops offered here in Connecticut for veterans and their family.
Very good. Will do.